So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I'm taking you through what is called we are going to typerating on MI24. Typerating on MI17. On MI17 helicopter. MI17 helicopter. That's basically what we're going to do, and I'll be taking you through. Yeah, but first of all, you have to understand that I'm still the same person. Oh, what is this, man? So, typerating on MI17 helicopter, and this is by none other than Professor Kafaras, Afritech Aeronautical. Oh, sorry, Afritech Virtual University of Aeronautical Sciences. Yeah, virtual. We're mainly a virtual university, and this Professor Engineer Kafaras. Yeah. And I hold the bachelor's computer engineering, then I hold a bachelor's in aircraft maintenance engineering. For that I have a diploma in aircraft maintenance engineering. Whoa, so these stuffs have become big. Let's not reduce them to analyze them. They like 24. Yeah, so I think you can see it clearly. We're going to typerate on MI17, and the one taking you through, the instructor is called Professor Kafaras, and that guy has a bachelor's in computer engineering, has a diploma in aircraft maintenance engineering, and a bachelor's in aircraft maintenance engineering. You can visit our website for more. afritech.blogspot.com, and leave for more lectures. Thank you. So let's go straight. We go to the MI17 helicopter, and we look at airframe construction. The fuselage So the fuselage of Mi-17 is sectional, all metal, and same monocoque design. It consists of 4 parts. The forward part of the fuselage, as you can see it, forward part of the fuselage, something like this in the front. It has the central part of the fuselage up to the side. Then it has the tail boom, you can see this one, and then it has the tail pylon, something like this one, tail pylon. And that's exactly, if you can examine, look at the helicopter, and that is, if you can visit our website, you can see more videos about that. Then we go to the airframe has these functions. 1. It provides protection to the crew and passengers from external influences, weapons, and bird strikes. It absorbs external forces. That's the purpose of the airframe. Because it is semi-monocoque, the stress is on the skin and on frame work that is made of longerons, stringers, and other members that give it a framework. The basic frame of the fuselage, it's a system of bulkheads, normal and reinforced. Then it has spars. So the floor and covering plates duro from 0.8 to 1.1 millimeter thick. That's the floor and covering plates. The connection of airframe and the covering is by riveted and bonded joints. It has rivets and bonded joints. So you can see how the forward part, then the central part, then the tail boom, then the other part. So you can see clearly number one is the forward fuselage, that's the nose section. And then we go to number 2 is the sliding window, the right one, you can see it. Number 3 is the overhead external hatch, that's something that you open as you're climbing up from the nose section from the cockpit. Then number 4 is the heater cowling, that's number 4. Then number 5 is the saddle fuel tank, right? The number 6 is the nacelle, the engine nacelle. Then number 7 is the center fuselage section, this one, the whole part of this. Then number 8 is the tail boom. Number 9 is the horizontal stabilizer, you see these ones, this one or this one. Number 10 is the vertical stabilizer. Number 11 is the fairing. Number 12, cargo ramps. This one's for the cargo ramps, they are under there, down. Then this one, you can see them, they're here. Number 13, right clamshell escape hatch. This one, right clamshell door, that's number 14. Then number 15 is the left clamshell door, number 15. Then number 16, the sub panels. Then number 17, the saddle fuel tank, you can see it, number 17. Then the 18, we have the sliding door, this one, 18, sliding door. And number 19, right escape hatch, that's number 19, right escape hatch. Number 20, sliding window, left. So the forward part of the fuselage, the length is 2150 millimeters. It has bulkheads ranging from 1N to 5N. I think something that's like I've forgotten that very stuff, but they call them what parts, something like frame numbers. Yes, frame numbers. So it runs from frame number 1 to frame number 5. It has 5 frame numbers. So number 5, framework number 5, for attachment of the central part of the fuselage by bolts M8 point on the right side of the barricade number 5, and there are shelves with electro equipment, and on the left side there are presses for rods and control units. The construction consists of spars, floor, side panels, windows. The floor riveted construction, holes for steering, cabling, and other installations. The canopy has acrylic windows. You know, acrylic is one of the strong elements used for making glass. Sliding doors, that's windows, which are mounted on the left and right sides of the cockpit, provide side visibility, and they are called blisters. Ventilation and emergency exit from the cabin. Windshields are equipped with electrical heating elements and windshield wipers. So we can clearly see it. We can see where the batteries are put. This bracket number 5, and that's like part number 5. No, call them frame number. Then we see the overhead latch, and then we see the ground power supply is also on the nose section. We were saying it is the forward part of the fuselage. So you can clearly see it here. We have bulkheads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frame numbers. We see the batteries on frame number 5. We see the shelves. We can see the general framework of the MI-17, and I bet you have all. You can see the overhead hatch. Everything is clear here. That is not clear. So you are typerating with one of the best universities, which is Afritech Virtual University, and you can see the floor how it is. They say the floor is made of they have is a riveted construction. It has holes for steering, cabling, and other installations. Then we see the cockpit now in a view that you can clearly see it, I think, if you have ever gotten a chance to see it, but I think now you have a virtual image how the cockpit appears. Then we go to the airframe construction. We see now various airframes. We can see here where the battery compartment is open. Yeah, this is MI-17 2. Then we see the seat. When it is visible is the captain's seat. Then we see now the cockpit visible, captain's seat, captain's seat, co-pilot seat. There's a seat for the flight engineer. Then we see visible from the top, where we see this is the canopy door. Yeah, the overhead hatch is this one. This is the one they open. This is called the overhead hatch, for you to access the upper side of the aircraft. Then we have this one. This is these are the sliding windows called blisters, and basically this is the external power receptacle where we plug in our external power for starting. We proceed to the other side. We see various images of the cockpit. So we see inside here in the north section we have some electrical connections, electrical systems here. Yeah, so we had talked about that one, that's something like yeah, number 5, there are shelves with electro equipment, and on the left side there are presses for rods and control units. You can see the electro equipment. That's on bulkhead number 5, and we clearly see this one, bulkhead number 5, this one, so you don't get lost with that. Airframe construction. Now you can clearly see If we look at the flow from above, when you look at the cockpit from above, holds for collective pitch, that's you in the cockpit now, looking at it from above, this is a map. Then you see the cover for access door for nose landing gear shock strut, hatch for rectifier cooling, hold for collective pitch control lever rod, then hold for control stick, then you see the hold for foot pedals and shaft, hold for instrument panel electric wiring, hold for heating system pipeline, then we see the straps. Then we come here to maintenance access doors. That is when you view it from below. When you go down and you view it, what do you see? You see the cable grounding door, you see the calcode for nose landing gear and shock strut, you see the hatch for rectifier ventilation, you see the access door for heating pipes. Basically that. So central part of the fuselage, we have two separate compartments, the cargo cabin and the radio compartment. The helicopter can transport 24 people in troop seats, cargo, and up to 12 sick or wounded personnel on standard stretchers. The central part of the fuselage is 8,740 mm long. It consists of 23 bulkheads, which we call the frame numbers. Floors. It has a floor, it has the spar systems, has side panels and ceiling panels. Bulkheads 1 to 13, they form the cargo cabin. Bulkhead 14 to 23, they form the rear part, which is the radio equipment section. 2 to 7, they accommodate the engines. 7 to 10, the main gearbox. 12 to 13, the APU, that's AI9V. 10 to 13, the service fuel tank, 445 liters. The cargo cabin has reinforced places for cars and heavy equipment. The air conditioning, fuel system and ventilation are located under the floor. So we proceed. I think you have known where each component, if I tell you go to between bulkhead 1 to 13, that's the cargo cabin. 14 to 23, the rear part, we have the radio equipment section. Then 2 to 7, we have the engines. 7 to 10, we have the main gearbox. 12 to 13, the APU. 10 to 13, the service fuel tank. So we can see it clearly here. We see the main gearbox here, and then we see APU. Then we see the engineers from this one, frame number 1 up to 7, that's the engineers. Then we see from 7 to 10 the main gearbox, and then we see the APU from 12 to 13. Basically that. So other components continue to be central part of the fuselage. Reinforced bulkheads are 7, 10, 13. Those are the core reinforced bulkheads. So now the bulkheads, we have number 1, which is the nose landing gear shocks absorber. Number 2, the struts of the nose landing gear. Number 2A, engine mountings. Number 1 to 3, the front door. Number 3 to 4, the emergency escape. 11 to 13, the main landing gear attachment. Number 10, the upper part of the dampers of the main landing gear. Number 7 to 10, mounting devices for pods. Side panels are riveted and both sides have 5 windows. On the floor, there are 29 points for securing cargo. On both sides of the side panels there are mounting points for fuel tanks and pylons. Electric winch LPG 150 is mounted on the outer left side of the fuselage near the entrance to the helicopter. I think you can see clearly the points for cargo. We see there are 29 points for securing cargo. If you can see exactly these seats here, mainly you see these ones, we say they are something like 5 windows. Side panels are riveted and both sides have 5 windows, so this is a window like this on each side. They have 5, meaning they are a total of 10. You can see clearly this one. Then this one is on the floor where we can hoist cargo, and it has something like 29 points for securing cargo. We have not looked at the LPG winch system, but we're gonna see it when you can clearly see the structure of the cockpit when you have removed the covering. This is how it looks like. These are the seats here, you see, and you can clearly see frame number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because these opposite sides, and we see that clearly. We go, so you can see this one is expanded. If you look at this part, it is expanded to be this one. So you can briefly look at your aircraft. That's the central section. We can clearly see the emergency exits. We have the sliding door, it's an emergency exit. The overhead latch, it's an emergency exit. Right escape hatch, sliding door window, sliding door, external cargo door, emergency latch, emergency exit hatch. All those are for escape. If you can see them clearly in 3D images, so that in case there is a problem you have where you can escape and run away for your dear life. And those handles, they have things that you use to handle them. Emergency door open, internal emergency jettison lever, internal handle. Then we have the right escape hatch. These ones, you can open this one, it goes up, then you allow in some fresh air. Because you want to escape, you can easily escape through the window. That's of course you have a parachute. Doors open warning light. The red warning light, doors open, is located on the pilot's left side console. Just pull the external cargo auto release switch. It illuminates when the cargo doors are open. The cargo signal, the door signal circuit is powered with 27-volt DC from the battery bus through a 2-amp fuse in the AC stock DC fuse panel. A micro switch is located on the left side of the cargo door. The doors open, warning light connects to the blinking system. When the doors are open, the micro switch closes the circuit and the doors open. Warning light begins to flash, alerting the crew that the cargo doors are not secured. It is possible to fly with open door during transport of blades, but you must use special equipment which holds the doors in the open position. Maximum 15 degrees. Door locking mechanism. Open doors from the outside, and then after locking, safety lock inside. Airframe construction, you can clearly see all this stuff. Engine nacelle, It is used for servicing. Oh, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this stuff, but we're almost finishing, don't mind. This stuff is pretty cool, boring, but it's very important. Engine nacelle is used to service and protection of the TV3117 engines. That's the engine nacelle, the main gearbox, VR14, and the APU AI9V, and all units located there. Parts: hatches of engine section, air inlet to the fan, hatches of fan section, longitudinal firewalls, hatches of gearbox section, hatch of end parts, the hole of blower drive, net and firewall, strut, hole of cooler. So this is the engine, how it appears like. I think you can clearly see the MY17. When it is open up, tail boom, X is 540 millimeters. It consists of 17 barricades, 26 spars and covers. Barricade number 22 to 6 has the DISS 15. Number 3 to 4 the anti-collision light. Number 7 to 8 and 15 to 16 the position lights. Number 13 the attachment point of adjustable stabilizer. Number 15 to 17 connection for the tail strut. Reinforced barricades, there are 2, 6, 10, 14 for fixing the transmission shaft. The stabilizer used to increase stability and controllability during flight. It consists of two halves. One half consists of the beam, 7 ribs, and skin. The leading edge is made of sheet 0.8 mm thick. The part is covered with the cross AM100OP. The variety of setting is plus or minus 9 degrees. The best setting is negative 6 degrees. The strut protects the tail rotor blades from touching the ground during landing at a high angle of attack. Protects the tail rotor blades from touching the ground. Airframe construction, you can clearly see it. So the tail pylon, it is riveted with an aerodynamic edge. Bulkhead 2 forms at an angle of 43 degrees 10 minutes. It consists of 9 bulkheads. That's the tail pylon, 9 bulkheads and 9 spars. The intermediate gearbox is attached to bulkhead 2 and attached to bulkhead 9. There is tail gearbox. Aerodynamic fairings are used to improve stability in flight. There is a tail light, gridded air outlet, and cooling of the intermediate gearbox. Whoa! That's it. We have come to the end of our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and go somewhere and type in the name after this video. Don't forget to hit that red button, subscribe, which is always red in color. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and to subscribe so that you keep getting more updates. Thank you so much. Our other channel is called if you type in YouTube, you type in Mohoz Dennis, yeah, they're gonna bring you the channel. Then don't forget down after watching the video to subscribe. Thank you. God bless you and a good day. Thank you for the lecture, and I remain Professor Engineer Kafaras. That's a professor of aircraft in maintenance engineering, but today I was taking you through MI17 airframe construction. Guys, you have enjoyed the lecture. Thank you.